Real Wealth is all about. Here is the number, 800-686-2237, 800-686-2237, and there will be brokers at Midas throughout the weekend, correct, Jim?
That's correct. We will be here Saturday and Sunday.
Jim, this is scary because by the end of last summer, we saw the unseasonal race up, and then it continued on through the fall. And now the economic news is even more in favor of gold and silver.
It is dire, and even with the recession, with people losing their jobs and things, they don't care. They're getting what money they have left, they're putting it into the precious metals.
Well, I've been telling people, and this is what a lot of other financial experts have concurred on. I remember 6 months ago, whenever Bob Chapman said, watch, it's going to race back up. They're going to pump the market back up to 10, 11,000, and then the next time they drop it, it's going to go below 6. And he'd called 2 years ago that it would be at 6,000 and change, in the winter/spring of 2009. I don't know how he does it, but he's saying this is your chance. Whatever, folks. Don't believe me now, believe me later. I'm telling you, get into gold and silver. This is the best deal you're going to find. This is gold, $60 price in the market, under what it is today, priced in. You can't beat that deal. 800-686-2237. And I really appreciate you, Jim, and Ted Anderson and everybody else giving folks this opportunity and giving me the opportunity to promote it, because I just believe in it wholeheartedly. We'll talk to you next week, Jim Newcomer.
Thank you, Alex.
All right, there goes Jim Newcomer. I'm going to throw it to you, Burmas. Play that clip, get to some calls, and I appreciate you sitting in Sunday. I'll pop in as things develop with North Korea there. I hope it's just saber rattling.
All right, thank you so much, Alex Jones, everybody. And remember, it is so important that you support us here. If you're not getting gold and silver, to support yourselves, which you should be. Support the information war. Get, Alex Jones the best of, especially if you're a new listener, you're not a PrisonPlanet.tv subscriber. You want some of these interviews in the highest quality. We are trying to do volumes of the best shows. This is of January 2009. And if you do become a PrisonPlanet.tv member, we're also offering Aaron Russo's Reflections and Warnings this week. That's new. Full high-quality DivX style. And like I said, this InfoWar is very hard to support. It's very hard for two guys to, do 7 hours of radio, 5 hours of web TV every day, work on documentary pictures, and get the word out to the masses without your support. We're trying to expand. We're trying to get the office next door so we can do a weekend show. Alex is going to Sirius in June. We're having the Money Bomb on June 11th. We really do need your support, and we need you to get the word out. So tell people about the podcast. Tell people about the Alex Jones channel on YouTube. I have a new channel, Jason Justice 911. Just do everything you can. Fire ammunition in the info war. All right, I want to play some of this clip, and we're going to be periodically stopping it on and off to really describe what Obama's saying here. Do we got it? Hit it.
As well of America's economic competitiveness. The small businesswoman in St. Louis, the bond trader in the New York Stock Exchange.
And, of course, the DVD player froze up.
At a global shipping company in Memphis. The young entrepreneur in Silicon Valley. They all need the networks to make the next payroll, the next trade, the next delivery, the next great breakthrough.
You see, this involves all of us.
E-commerce alone last year accounted for some $132 billion in retail sales. But every day, we see waves of cyber thieves trolling for sensitive information. The disgruntled employee on the inside, the lone hacker 1,000 miles away, organized crime, the industrial spy, and increasingly foreign intelligence services.
In one brazen act last... Now, notice how he demonizes the disgruntled worker, a.k.a. the whistleblower that blows the whistle on Enron, that blows the whistle on the FBI. We can't have whistleblowers, and when he says, hackers, lone hackers 1,000 miles away, yeah, let's demonize. Most hackers are people that are just trying to go with OpenShare software, OpenShare information. It's not what you think, folks. If you're a little older, you're not with the lingo, you're not with the kids. Again, this is demonizing a broad spectrum of people and ideals. Go ahead, Jaron, hit the clip.
Here, thieves used stolen credit card information to steal millions of dollars from 130 ATMs, machines in 49 cities around the world. And they did it in just 30 minutes. A single employee of an American company was convicted of stealing intellectual property reportedly worth $400 million. It's been estimated that last year alone, cyber criminals stole intellectual property from businesses worldwide worth up to $1 trillion. In short, America's economic prosperity in the 21st century will depend on cybersecurity. And this is also a matter of public safety and national security.
See that? It's public safety and national security. Do you understand?
We rely on them for public transportation and air traffic control. Yet we know that cyber intruders have probed our electrical grid, and that in other countries, cyber attacks have plunged entire cities into darkness. Our technological advantage is a key to America's military dominance, but our defense and military networks are under constant attack. Al-Qaeda and other terrorist groups have spoken of their desire to unleash a cyber attack on our country.
All right, pause that right there. Al-Qaeda is going to release a cyber attack on this country. Give me a break. Al-Qaeda doesn't exist without the U.S. intelligentsia system. We created it. But then he throws in other terrorist networks. Remember, those domestic extremism lexicon make people who are anti-technology, quote-unquote, alternative media, and hacktivists terrorists. So, again, broadening the spectrum. Oh, you're a hacktivist? You're Al-Qaeda. We're coming to get you. This is a matter of national security. We're setting up the Cybersecurity Agency. We're going to try to pass this Cybersecurity Act, this Cyberbullying Act. We're taking away the internet. I mean, it's a 20-minute speech, folks. It's a 20-minute speech. We can't play it all. We're almost in the final segment. Let's take a couple callers. We had a lot of people holding. Ingrid in Nevada, you're on the air. Yes,
Hello?
Ingrid. Yes.
Hi, Jason. I would like to tell you that I grew up in Germany, and my mother, she was in Hitler's Youth Brigade. And a lot of the things that are unfolding here is exactly what she told me. Mm-hmm. And she told me how much she hated it. Mm-hmm. And she had to spy on her parents, spy on her neighbors, spy on everybody. And nothing made her more happy than when the American soldiers marched into Germany and rescued her and the German people from tyranny.
Yeah, and now, unfortunately and ironically, we seem to be morphing into this Nazi Gestapo type of police state, only where, 60-plus years into the future, so this technocracy is really, it's a slicker form of propaganda. It's a slicker form of technology. It's a slicker form of control. And we really are being viewed in the world, and rightfully so, as the next Nazi regime, and it's only getting worse here domestically. Ingrid, I thank you for the call. I'm going to try to hit up John, Tim, Joseph, Roger, and Michael in the last 5 minutes. It's the Alex Jones Show. Back after this, Infowars.com, PrisonPlanet.tv.